It's the Game of the MTG Show.
I've got an important question. Is the Gitraga lady? Do we know? Clearly. Alright, I think I gotta slam this Hero Bladehold. Here into Titania. There's a Swiftspear there too. Otharri, definitely a lady. So majestic. I think there is a feminine quality to Otharri, which doesn't mean anything. Unfortunately, it doesn't really mean anything. We could run it. We could run with it. Good chance Swiftspear wheels. And then we're just like in a good spot. She canonically is Otharri? Really? I mean, she's a legend. It makes sense. All right, let's jam her. Let's go, Arwen. It's gotta be the most girl powery card ever, right? Little Birgi action. Nissa would work, but I think we want things that cost less than 5. Definitely, right? Portable hole. Like, long hair isn't 100% there, but I think, like the silhouette, the form. That's what I was thinking, Mr. Hyde. Those are feminine features. A little bit of guesswork in this. That's fine. What a fucking sausage fest of a pack. Well, our lady's gotta live somewhere. God damn it, Liliana. How do you determine dinosaur is a lady or not? That's a great question, Golans. So when I was younger, I was a dinosaur kid. You know, someone who just had like books and books and books on dinos. So many books. And I would just like page through them and I was just like in heaven. I could just sit there and like look at dinosaurs all day, every day and read and stuff. And I watched as many movies, not just like, you know, Jurassic Park type stuff. But like informative movies too. And all of that's pretty irrelevant because I wanted to draft a Wooded Foothills. Dinotopia, you fucking better believe it. Got a little bit of sauce on my leg. A little bit of sauce fell in between my keyboard and I'm trying to like wipe it out. I had to clean this keyboard. All right. Cool. Rip backup keyboard. No, it's fine. And the other keyboard is fine by now. Like if I needed to swap them again, I could. When you spill fluid on a keyboard, it's like almost certainly fine. You just need to unplug it. Let it air out, you know. Let it dry. Swiftspear and Titania both wheeled. What about that Lotus Cobra, though, huh? And the Temple Garden here? I think no. We do have a Power Clause in the Girl Power Stip, yep. Right, Hodge? I'm sure you'll get a chance, though. Apparently they have, like, 3 of the same members as Eternal Champion. So it's just very easy for them to tour together. Hey, Sylvan Librarian, thanks for gifting a sub to Salty Rutabaga. Congrats, Salty. Oh, that garden's so good for me. That's so good for me. Is that a lady cookie? I don't know. Well, no, the fucking, the lady cookie was like gendered, right? With a dress and stuff. I'm like thinking about the fucking movie with Garrick It was like pretty clear which was the lady cookie. Right, they have the cookie boobs, yeah. Oh man, I just got a ton of delivered emails. They're like, you've got a bunch of cards in your mailbox. I'm like, oh, I want to go check them so bad. Maybe we'll take a break. Maybe we'll take a strategic break after the draft portion here. Go get my cards to look at. Maybe pour myself a beverage. I could go for a bev. Fast Bond works. Swords, I do not think does. You can't really tell, but I'm going to go with no. Oh, hey, what about Cathar Commando? Sentinel's so good. I think Commando or Sentinel here. Currently, we have more threes, so I'm just going to lean towards the Commando, but the Sentinel's a better card. Honestly, if you come out of a stip with it like this, with a reasonable looking curve, you're in a pretty good spot. Crazy Drunk is asking me if it's a bev of the adult variety. That's what I was thinking, Crazy Drunk. How on brand. Definitely Noble Hierarching, right? The art on Vanguard is very girl power, though. The Shivan dinosaurs. Otharri is a dude. I was wrong. Well, there's probably some ladies there in the Rebels. Is that going to save it? We could cut it, too, if it's a illegal pick. I was misled by chat. It was stuff like Timeless Dragon and like the art on Arc Trail. I think it's kind of a dealer's choice. There is a lady on Skydiver. And maybe this. Oh, I'm gonna jam this dragon. Very feminine dragon. Taking care of your mana base. It has flown the sky for eons without ever touching ground. Definitely a lady dragon. Well, there's there on the right. It's not the main character, but I think I'm going to count it for the fireball. Oh, this pack is fucking sexist. Oh, we got Knight Swiftspear. Not bad. Hey. Yeah, that's the idea, Jackaldemon. That's the idea is gonna get something playable. I think this pack is suitably ambiguous. Though we can scoop up another piece of fixing here. Oh, those are definitely some dude dragons. Look at that masculine looking crab. Mana base coming together. Mana base coming together. Trees are like both, right? Aren't most trees able to do... Are trees... Yeah, lots of trees are hermaphroditic. I think that's good. Epicure's a lady? Gotcha, I couldn't quite tell. Aren't Ents specifically all male? Oh, good call. Well, we don't know what time period the Ent is from. We don't have that info. Well, I guess we're getting ourselves a Mana Crypt. Mana Crypt isn't like specifically power, but it's power adjacent. It's power 10. Power 10 for cubes. Hopefully that Sarah Paragon wheels hum. No, power 10. It's minus Twister and plus Soul Ring and Mana Crypt. Evangelist seems good. Ooh, we got Magda here too. Ooh. Which is more girl powery. I'm gonna Sanguine Evangelist because it's something to play off the Mana Crypt. What was it, Tameo? Yeah, the more other power you have, the better Twister gets Salty Rutabaga. But it's never, it's even like years ago, it was never like really on the same level as Recall, Time Walk, and the Moxen and stuff. It was always kind of below Soul Ring. And then the more aggressive the cube has gotten, the better Mana Crypt has gotten. Mana Crypt's always been good, but humanoid cat titties are so weird. Is that like that's a female form, right? I feel weird looking at a cat's chest. Metamorph could be anything. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I definitely see a lady reflected in the in the Chrome Mox image. I'm actually pretty sure that's Karn. Otharri is a woman's name? Yeah, but we can't really cast it is the issue. I feel a little bit better about throwing Intrepid Adversary in here. Pretty sure there's a lady in the art. Yeah. Oh shit, what up? Hey, done the math. Thanks to the sub, thanks to the 19 months. Almost missed using them free Bezo dollars. Well, I appreciate you catching it. I think Elvish Mystic is not. I think Dragon's our best fucking bet here. Maybe Seraph. There's probably a lady in there somewhere. And Squeak Goblin and Bob had the 17 months saying they got an ad, which means it must be that time. Prime time. How are we doing on playables? Pretty well, right? We need like one or two more. Depending on if we want to cut Otharri. Maybe I'll flip a coin. Angels are all female in Magic. Well, now I know. Now I've learned. You can tell that Goldspan Dragon is a lady dragon because it's the purple model. Probably costs more. Exact same stats, but like costs more at the dragon store for some reason. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Ziamora, 1995. Thanks for the sub. These have been 6 months. The tree folk could be an Ent wife. That's what people were saying. It seems like chat is torn on whether the tree folk could be an Ent wife or not. Is Naya aggro a real archetype in the cube? It absolutely is. I would not say that this is a good example of it, though, Chrono. We've been doing a fairly restrictive stip here. Yeah, I would agree with that, HK. Any combination of red aggro. very viable in this cube. And Boros potentially the best. Yo, Timmy, yo. We need like a playable. We probably have something in here. I think Oliphaunt works. Oh, there's definitely a lady statue there. Boo. I don't know. The Seething Song's interesting if I have the Dracosaur and Otharri in here, though. Yeah, what if I cut Invigorate and do this? Or I could play Invigorate over this Kavu or something that's sketch. Could have used some more power for a girl power stip, but at least we got plenty of ladies here. This is like 8 green. It's pretty good. 8 red, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 white. Let's play one more green source. Just because of that Noble Hierarch come. They just kind of left. That seems like a pretty common thing in Tolkien. For an entire group to just be like, I'm done with this. Let's see what it's like over there. Pretty mana hungry hand, huh? Ooh, let's keep that. Yeah, the end ladies just like talk normal and they're like, would you please speak faster? I can't fucking stand this. How was your day? For the love of... Yeah, I think we want a land drop right here. No. Hey, Ellipses, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 97 months. Yeah, Slamming Hero would be sick. At least we have a god. Ooh, Invigorate could give me a mana next turn. Play Invigorate for free to trigger Birgi and play Hero of Bladehold. No, don't do a thing. Oh, that's fine. I mean, that kind of works. Is fudge a dairy product? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. I would assume, because like everything that's good has dairy. But I don't actually know. Fudge is all buttercream and sugar. I mean, that makes sense. They're just eating the 6. I expected them to trade with a rebel token there. I really want to see like a fucking FTK on this Otharri. Oh no! No! Well, it does fit the girl powerness of the stip, Feels like a little bit of a waste is clearing Wandering Emperor here. I think it'll work out, though. Am I all buttercream and sugar? There's a lot of that. Just a big ol' fucking sweetie pie. I wonder if I'm just supposed to play an Oliphaunt this turn. The virtue cometh. I think we got him. Yeah, the Lurrus gains 4, so they can put that in front of a 2-1 and then block a 4-3 and a 3-4 or 3-2, whatever. And then they're taking 10. So we do need to cast the Invigorate, but, you know, they're dead. Doesn't matter. So if they have Solitude, then Invigorating Goldspan Dragon's the worst one. But if they have Pyrokinesis, then Invigorating one of the X ones is the worst one. Hard to resist the treasure value. Some great sideboard cards. All right. A little turn 1 splice action. Next turn we can land cycle the Timeless Dragon. Run out Swiftspear maybe. Or maybe I just want to cast the dragon. Just go like Guard and Swiftspear. Oh, sure, Seth. Hierarch would have gotten 1 point of damage if I'd served with it. Rawr. Sure. Hey, what up, Upside Down? I can't wait to fucking life betroth Arwen to a Timeless Dragon. Arwen deserves another Immortal, you know? She loses her immortality when she doesn't. I thought it was part of Like, wouldn't lose her immortality if she was doing with another elf. Maybe some Tolkien lore heads can straighten me out. Yeah. She gave up her immortality because she chose to be with a mortal. That's what I thought. So if she's choosing to be with another immortal, like a timeless dragon who has flown the sky for eons without ever touching ground. Between the path given to elves and the path given to men. Yeah, right? She didn't know there was a third path. Oh no, my dragon! My dragon friend. Should we fucking blow the horn? Arwen might be choosing immortal life here. With another hero of legend. That's annoying. Because it gains life with the mom. Just removing a blocker here. I'm not super high on this song, but it does get stuck in my head a lot, that's for sure. Just so often. Is it time to blow the horn? I don't know. I might run out Birgi and just have like one more threat next turn. We'll see how they block here, and we'll see what damage they end up at. Horn has a good chance of finding a Dargon, right? Dargon would be sweet. I don't envy my opponent having to figure out these blocks. Hey, came into 18. Thanks to the sobbings of 87 months. Opponent's taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I think this is fine. Yeah, I should have done this pre-combat hum for the prowess trigger. Sound the Horn of Gondor! Gondor calls for more ladies. Is it a boyish horn? I mean, it's a fucking horn, right? It's the other half of Birgi, so you'd have to ask her. Oh, that's an annoying one. Let's see if I was right about Birgi. This is my Power Metal playlist, G-Lavamancer. I can link you if you like. I don't think it's in the stream description yet. The Witcher game? Nah, that's kids shit. I'm a bit old to be playing games, don't you think? I do Harrison Berggren. The one-mana cyclers, yeah. Just treat him like a fetch. Sure. This is actually good for me, because my Oliphaunt added 8 power, and they added 6 toughness. Do. Oh, you can't do that, opponent. I guess there's like a pressure to try and win the game, but I don't think they could afford to make an attack. Guess we'll see if I was right. Didn't tell him to turn, right? This turn, yeah. I think they're super fucking dead. That's what I think. So on board, we're dealing 3 trample plus 5 trample is 8 trample plus 2 is 10, and they're gaining 3. Just like dead on board without me having to cast Invigorate or activate Arwen. Arwen, yeah, whatever. Yeah, super doesn't matter. I'm gonna like redo the fucking math here so I don't fuck up. 3 plus 5 is 8, 9, 10. They gain 3, go up to 9. I guess you keep this, huh? Garden into Aspirant into Arwen. That's all reasonable. For you? It must be for you, Doug. Who else would it be for? Hey, here we go. Now we're getting to the good shit. The Bronco. The Snorse. I love just getting a big old fucking stack of envelopes. And they all feel like magic cards. Just the best feeling. Yeah, just gonna garden. You hope they have extra small. Me too, you're in stream. Me too. That's what I've been hoping for. They got it, right? What is the point of a sizer if they don't have the more common sizes? Oh, we got some trash here. We got some fucking trash in this envelope. I'm talking cult conscripts. Is that all that's here? Oh no, we got Forsaken Miners as well. Look at that, look at that. Gotta get my skellies together. Opponent just drawing all the cards in the world over there. They hit a Gaia's Cradle. That's pretty sick. What did I buy these cards for? I've got a standard tournament coming up. Obviously. Obviously. Why else would I be buying playsets of Cult Conscripts? Man, they went all out on the packaging for this. This is another Tiny Bones? It is not. It is a Pest Control. It's going to go well with my 1-mana skeletons. I kind of want a Noble Hierarch so I can Bonehoard next turn. Should I just do that? Let's do that. Why not? Yeah, I'm not about that Peacecraft. Also, I mean, like, obviously there's, like, something to a surprise and stuff. But I feel weird being like, here, You wear this for the rest of your life now. This piece of jewelry that I picked out. And if you don't like it at all, then you're fucked. You know what I mean? I also have a lot of fun going through like tons and tons of like products and reviews and talking over that sort of thing with folks. That's what I'm into. So no, not very surprising. Ideally Bagadaboosh, but it'll be a bit. It'll be a bit still. Right, Formally Beef? Oh, very cool, Astronaut. That is clever. Right, Took the Mushroom? I'm a big old weirdo. Hey, speaking of girl boss, we got a Gisa here. Yeah, the rings that I'm ordering, Bellmeister, are not resizable, so I'm gonna be real fucking sure. We got ourselves a Virtue of Loyalty. That's a good fucking card. Gotta have some good cards in with all this trash. We got ourselves another Pest Control. This mail isn't even made out to me or anyone that has lived here. Alright. I was gonna throw that in the trash. Yeah, it's smart, Pimp. I don't think she had any, though. I don't think that was an option for myself. Getting fucking Otharri here? That's brutal. And the Atali. Oh, that's my fucking Atali. This is horse shit. And they got the Garrick overrun next turn. Yeah, I think they just got this one. I've been out girl powered. Atali's a lady. And they had Huatley over there, too. Got another Gisa here. Yeah, this is actually 2 decks, if you hadn't figured that out. Skeletons were pretty cheap for the most part. Oh, this is junk mail. Oh, it's not junk mail. What fucking cards do I have here? Yeah, I was considering Skeleton Tribal. I think I'm off it. I think I'm off the skeletons, but they were all very cheap. Which is why I've got some Case of the Stashed Skeletons and some Corpses of the Lost. Corpse of the Lost is fucked up. It's a fucked up card. Case is kind of okay. If you drew Corpses of the Lost every game, if you could just like ensure that you have at least one, I think Skeletons would just be pretty ideal. Your win rate when you play that card on turn 3 is just huge. For what format? Standard. This is indeed a girl power stip, yeah. I am, me sweetie. That's the plan. Kind of looking forward to playing a Paper Magic tournament. My first standard tournament in years. But the last time I played a standard tournament, I did pretty well. This is one of those fucking obnoxious envelopes where they tape around all the outside edges. Ooh. Got a little Wandering Emperor action. And then I have one more package, and this is definitely not Magic cards. It's from Zizing Books. Is this all the fucking porn I ordered? Did they send it all in one box? Where's my porn? Hardcover. Oh, I remember ordering this. I got this Joyce Carol Oates, The Ruins of Contracore. I don't know how to pronounce that. And Other Presences. I think this is signed. Yeah, it is signed. Check that out. Check out the Schwankity. I like signed books. They make me happy. Cool. Yeah. Kind of a disappointment. No porn, but, you know. I have more time left than the opponent. Yeah, but I mean, my opponent was like playing cards last game. Eat something off your clock, right? I wonder if I should fucking foretell this fireball. I like the idea of hitting with Kutzil with an exalted trigger. Maybe that'll come together. Bill plus exploration. Fucking A. Plus a fetch land? This is fucked. Bill, you're fucked! No! Maybe next time I'll get all the porn that I ordered. I guess I'll offer the trade here. What would I call porn done with corn? Just the regular kind. That's base standard porn right there. Tractors, corn, usual stuff. Kutzil's actually doing stuff this game. That's kind of sweet. Yeah, right, Mean Bean? I've never heard of it, actually. Porn without corn in it. I'm not really sure what the point would be. Are they just dead? They look pretty dead. I win! Yeah, that was a good fireball, huh? The Grand Abolisher Legend? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the 3 and the 3/3? I mean, I actually did stuff there because I got to combine it with Exalted, so it drew a few cards. That's the best I've seen it be. It probably makes sense with all the Battle Cry in this deck, too, huh? All their fetch lands are so explosive. Is there an untapped white source? Oh, there is, Plateau. And Savannah. Man, this deck's kind of good, huh? Well, that exploration isn't looking particularly exciting. Next turn, I think we bin Oliphaunt. Just cast Birgi. Hopefully can just play Dragon. Oh, is this some QB action? Feels like QB. I kind of want to get these cards out of their perfect fits. Well, I could also drink this fucking beverage I got in front of me. I could do both. I could de-sleeve expensive cards and drink whiskey. The perfect plan. Yes. That is tutored for a Huali. I could spend my turn just like double tutoring for lands and then play the Bonehoard next turn. Total T-Rex Terror. Just eating this? Laminate my cards and I'll never need to get new sleeves? That's a fucking idea. Cheers to that idea. Oh, and this pile of cards that are still in top loaders could be my coaster, and I'll just never get the two piles confused. Perfect. How am I so smart? This fucking Bronco is gonna do work. Gonna do some fucking work for me. Ooh, this was 2 Shattered Sanctums. Stack of top loaders. And correct, Van Wilder. Was hoping to avoid having to like time folks out who just didn't know. So put in the stream title. Yesterday I like gave out a warning and then there were still people and I was like, okay. How am I doing tonight? Doing great, cause I'm doing fucking great. 2 trophies on the day, a lot of sweet decks. We're 2-0 with this. Girl power indeed, huh? Girl power indeed. The issue with this draw has nothing to do on turn 2, but I think like Song and a Goldspan could help make up for that. I made a YouTube video for one of them, Beastcraft. Yeah, the feminine urge to crush your opponents, yeah. I mean, Mana Crypt would be the sickness here, huh? That's weird. My search also didn't find it, but... However, I can root through based on the time period and get there. It's weird that the search isn't digging it up. Cause it should be fucking easy. I've made like exactly 1 commander video, you know? Well, anyway. I think I fucking, I think I tweeted it at the time too. Classic Caleb troll. It's not a Caleb troll. One of my viewers had a question. I was like trying to answer it for them. How's that a troll? Oh, that's a different EDH deck, Ken and Chen. The one I did a video for was a gift. Was a gift after a tournament that I was at in Utah. A viewer gave me a foiled out EDH deck, and I made a video on it a couple of years back. My painted and artist proof EDH deck is Kess, but I haven't made a video on that one. I've been meaning to. This feels like a good curve. We get to Elspeth next turn. You'd love to see that vid. Yeah, the one that I made, the audio quality wasn't the best because I was recording in a hotel room in like the middle of the night and I was trying not to be too loud. I think that hurt it a bit. But I was excited and wanted to make the video right then. Chat's all confident as my opponent's about to combo me. They did Demonic Tutor. How much support would Donate need in Vintage Cube? You'd have to reschedule. You'd have to, like, fucking change the whole cube, empty Cheons. You'd have to fucking lower the power level quite a bit. Donate's barely playable in, like, even if you, like, capped the year. For, like, only cards that are, like, pre-2005 or something. Or 2010, whenever fucking Donate was printed. Even that would be pushing it. Damnation's not in the cube. They cut it for some reason. Didn't make any sense to me. What's up, Pietro? Did they just kill a flyer? To try and kill me with this Emrakul? It's gonna give me a bat to block with, is the issue with their plan here. They could have targeted any other creature. Or no, I could sack it to the Annihilator anyway. I could always sack it to the Annihilator and get that 1/1. I do need to block here, though, or I'm dead. Who would win? Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn, or a little bat friend? What a fucking hero bat, huh? What a goddamn hero. Emrakul, by the way, epitome of girl power. Hey, Quacks, thanks for the resub. Thanks for the 3 months in a row, the 80 total. Thanks for pressing that button. Blocking Emrakul's girl fail? No. Blocking with bats is also girl power. There was no going wrong there. It was indeed a spicy maneuver from the old opponent there. There's Toxic Deluge as a 3-mana wipe in cube. There's also the red-black instant where you pay X life to do something similar, but it's one-sided. Fiery something or other. We could turn one bin Timeless Dragon and go find a green source for Noble Hierarch for next turn. Or I just play a Blade Splicer. I'll just play a fucking Blade Splicer. Better chance that the Golem can attack next turn, Lord of Depression. It's very similar, right? It's both getting in 4 damage next turn. Do I like Russian songs? Yeah, sure. I got some Russian tracks on my, some Russian folk metal tracks on one of my playlists. Gray, I think the band is called, Grai. They're fun. I see what you did there, Peacecraft. Should I serve? Let's just serve, why not? Next turn we can Zirda and Glimmer Lens. After Putin dies, you want to see Red Square? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can't even think about going there right now. Fuck Putin, though, am I right? Fucking ice cold take of the day. I kind of leave some bats back. But I also want to draw cards for my Glimmer Lens. Oh, I overpaid because of Zirda. That's funny. Yeah, that was my hesitation there, Commando Zaka. Next leader could also be some ex-KGB Psycho. Maybe I will just leave the bats back. Yeah, we're only dealing one less damage. We're not getting to draw a card, but if the opponent has like literally the same line they had last game, where they like they can kill a blocker and drain me for 2 and attack for 15, then having both bats back makes sense here, doesn't it? Oh, yes. That's how I think my sources have confirmed that, Linkin Park fan. My own research has confirmed that Russia is indeed huge. This doesn't matter, right? Oh, that's an interesting point, Tybalt. Nothing wrong with Hopium, Peacecraft. Nothing wrong with Hopium. It's good to have dreams. There's certainly worse dreams than that. Girl Power! Collecting the 3-0. The secret Busto strat of the Vintage Cube. Never before seen. That's wild. I didn't expect that deck to 3-out. Probably because I'm sexist. No. It just... we had like one piece of removal. The mana was pretty good. Curve wasn't the best. Mana Crypt did do some heavy lifting. Yeah, we sure did draw that Mana Crypt a decent amount.